Yes. Yes. Python. In today's class, I'll be discussing about Python Software Foundation. Python Software Foundation, right? PSF. PSF. It is a non-profit organization devoted towards Python community, right? It is a non-profit organization devoted towards Python community. It was launched in the year 2001. It was launched in the year 2001. The main objective to foster the development of Python, right? From version to version, right? Yes. In the year 2005, in the year 2005, Python Software Foundation, PSF, received Computer World Horizon Award, right? In the year 2005, PSF received Computer World Horizon Award. Yes. The president for this, Guido van Rossum, the same personality, right? Is the founder of Python. Yes, who has developed Python. The same person is the president, right? Guido van Rossum, and the headquarters. Where are the headquarters, right? Yes. Headquarters in Delaware, US. Official website of Python. Official website. Excuse me. Official website www.python.org. Before I go with Python, okay. So it's a non-profit organization. It was launched in the year 2001. Objective is to foster the development of Python. In the year 2005, it received Computer World Horizon Award. President Guido van Rossum. Headquarters, Delaware, US. Official website, python.org. Python versions. Python versions, right? Yes. Observe this. Python 1.x version. The first version. Okay, one was released in the year 1989. 2.x version released in the year 2000. Python 3.x released in the year 2008. The version what we are using currently is 3.x released in the year 2008. Latest version of Python, right? 3.12. Latest version of Python is 3.12. Stable version of Python. Python 3.11. Stable version of Python is 3.11. Stable version is nothing but version. Mostly used version, right? Yes. Python installation, right? Yes. Before I install Python, right? Before I install Python, you go to the settings. Within the settings, right? Apps, scroll down. 3.12 is there, right? Yes. 3.12, Python 3.12, and I'm uninstalling it. I will show you how to download and how to install it from the scratch. Right? So the uninstallation in progress, right? So before we go with the installation of Python, Python provides different softwares for different environments, for Linux, for Windows, for Mac OS, right? For Linux, no need of any installation. By default, Python comes along with Linux. Means whenever you install any Linux, by default, Python also will be installed automatically. We no need of any special installation for it. Uninstallation was successful, but okay. Python is going to provide multiple softwares. Python is going to provide multiple softwares, right? For Windows, especially for Windows 32-bit, for Windows 64-bit. How will you check whether your Windows is a 32-bit or 64-bit, right? Check it in this Explorer, right? In the Explorer, File Explorer, just go to the File Explorer. Within that, you see this PC, right? Right click on this PC or computer and say the properties. Can you see here 64-bit operating system. 64-bit operating system. If it is saying 32-bit operating system, you are supposed to download 32-bit Python software. If it is 64-bit operating system, you are supposed to download 64-bit Python software. So just what is the official website of Python? Right. Python.org, www.python.org. Python.org is the official website of Python from where we can download and install Python. Just say enter. Go to the downloads. In the downloads, all releases. Scroll down. Don't go for active Python releases. Don't go for active Python releases. Go for looking for a specific release. Looking for a specific release. Python 3.12.5. The version what we are trying to install is 3.12.5. August 6, 2024, it was released on this date. Almost like 1 month ago, it was released. So I'm clicking this Python 3.12.5, right? Scroll down, yes, Python 3.12.5. Scroll down to the bottom of the page. Here can you see Windows installer 32-bit, Windows installer 64-bit. And here this is for Mac OS. Mac OS Universal Installer, right? So click this 64-bit, right? Click this. Your download started here. Download started, right? Yes. So just 25 MB of size, right? 25 MB of size. So just I'm clicking this exe file. I'll go to the downloads folder, click the exe file, the downloaded file, right? So this is just to go to this Python folder. So go to this python.org website, the downloads, all releases, looking for a specific release, select 3.12.5 and select Windows installer 64-bit. If your Windows is a 32-bit, if you're using older version of Windows 7 or Windows 8, if you've got 32-bit, otherwise go with 64-bit. So this is the window you are going to get. This is the window you are going to get, right? Add Python to path, add Python to path variable of OS, add Python to path variable of OS. Go for custom, add Python to path means no need to set the settings manually, right? So by default, the Python will be added to path variable of OS so that Python can be identified from anywhere within the system. Right. Go for customize installation. Go for customize installation. Nothing to select. Everything are pre-selected. Documentation, pip, IDLE, and test suite. Just say next. Just say next. Here also they got selected. Yes. The installation location. Nothing to select here also. Installation location. Installation location, right? In C. Okay. Where it is getting installed by default in C users, Dell, app data, local programs, Python 3.12. Tomorrow, if you want to locate Python, where exactly it was installed, right? We need to enter into these many subdirectories. So instead of that, just I'm removing all this, right? Remove all this, remove all this. Just install Python C/Python 312. So Python 312 is the folder which is going to get created. Python 312 is the folder which is going to create within the C drive. Okay. Within that, Python is going to be installed. Just to say install, hardly it takes 30 seconds to install Python. Just say install, just yes, Python is installing. 1 second. Setup was successful. Let us check whether it is properly installed or not. So at the bottom search panel, type a CMD to go to the command prompt. Yes. Here, type Python. Python has to be recognized. Python version has to be displayed. Python interpreter should be opened here, right? So if you say enter, right? Yes. Python version is displayed. Python interpreter is opened, right? I can say any valid Python statements you can type here and you can interact with Python here, right? 4 plus 5, 3 plus 2, x is 10, y is 4. What is x plus y, x minus y, x into y, x by y. Any valid Python statements, x into 2. This is the power symbol in Python, 10 square, x square, 10 square, 100. X equal to hello, x into 3 prints for 3 times, x into 5 prints for 5 times. Any valid Python statements, you can type statement wise, you can interact here. This kind of interaction you cannot see in any other programming. Right? If you say quit, it will come out of this. Yes. So this is what Python installation. Next is Python execution modes. If anyone working in Linux environment, already Python will be pre-installed, no need of any other installation. But if you want the latest version of Python to be installed within your Linux machine, then just say everything you are supposed to install from the root user. So just say sudo apt-get install Python 3.12, right? So this is going to install Python within your Linux machine, right? Python execution modes. Python execution modes. Two modes of execution. Two modes of execution, right? One is interactive mode. Mm. Second is like batch mode. Interactive mode, batch mode. Interactive mode. Here we directly type, just now I discussed, right? Interacting with the Python statement by statement. For every statement is giving response this way. Here we directly write Python statements. On the interpreter. On the interpreter. And the user can easily interact. Interact with Python, right? And the user can easily interact with the Python statement by statement. We directly write Python statements on the interpreter, and the user can easily interact with Python statement by statement. To test the functionalities of Python, Advantage of this interactive mode. Advantage, right? Advantage of this interactive mode. Okay. Here we directly write Python statements on the interpreter, and the user can easily interact with Python statement by statement. Batch mode, right? Here we write batch of statements. Batch of statements, set of statements. Here we write set of statements within the editors or IDEs. Here we write set of statements within the editors or IDEs and save it. Save it by using .py extension. We write set of statements within the editors or IDs and save it by using .py extension and later submit it to Python. And later we write set of statements within the editors or IDs, save it by using .py extension and later submitting to Python. So what are the various editors where we can write the Python code? Various editors where we can write the Python code. Various editors where we can write the Python code, right? Within the notepad, edit plus, in the case of Linux, VI and Nano. These two are for Windows, these two are for Linux. So notepad and edit plus, we write the Python code. Right? Within the notepad and edit plus, and for VA and Nano for Linux environment. Various IDEs, supported by Python. PyCharm, PyDev, Komodo, Spider, Eclipse, NetBeans, Jupyter Notebook. So these are the various IDEs. Integrated Development Environment. IDE full form is Integrated Development Environments. Okay, various IDs, right? So, okay. You may ask why these many IDs for Python? Why not one or two? Yes. Python is used for different environments, right? For data science, for data engineering, for networking, for testing, for web applications. Okay, for different environments, different IDs are used. For data science, Jupyter Notebook is mostly preferred. Spider is mostly preferred, right? Even for data engineering, Jupyter Notebook is mostly used, notebooks, and Spider is mostly used, right? Even for data engineering, big data side. And for typical web applications creations, PyCharm is the mostly used. and VS Code. And VS Code also, right? Yes. Mostly used. But among all this, the mostly used IDE for Python, the mostly used IDE for Python is PyCharm, the first one. The mostly used IDE for Python is PyCharm. So different environments using different IDs. Different environments use different IDs. So I'll be showing you on multiple IDs, not on a single ID, right? How to download, how to install, right? How to write the code within this and how to execute the code within this IDs. Mostly used. Developing the first Python application within a editor. Example like a notepad. Developing the first Python application within a editor. Example like notepad. Open notepad and type the following. Open notepad and type the following Python statements. I'm taking two values, x as 10, y as 20. We didn't discuss anything related to Python till now, right? So technically, right, x is 10, y is 22 values I'm taking, and I want to perform some kind of arithmetic operations. I want to perform some kind of arithmetic operations, x plus y, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. X plus y, x minus y, x into y, x by y, right? Yes. I'm copying this to a separate notepad file. Yes, I'm pasting here. I'm saving it here in the Python folder. Save. I created a separate folder right yesterday, right? Python 8am batch, right? Sample1.py, right? No. Okay. Save as a sample1.py. Save as sample1.py. Now. And now submit this file. Submit this file to Python as. Now go to this command prompt. Go to this command prompt. Within the command prompt, just type Python. Don't say enter. If you say enter, it will go to the interactive mode. I want to work with the batch mode. C slash Python 312 where okay Python 8 a.m. batch. So within the C drive, within so and so folder, right, the file is available. What is that? Sample1.py. Now if I say enter, you will get 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20, 10 by 20. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay. Sample1.py. Just 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20, 10 by 20. Just give the entire path, the file present in which folder, present in which drive, the entire path submit to Python. But here, what is your observation? But here, we are writing the code. We are writing the code at one place and executing at the other place. We are writing the code at one place and executing at the other place. We are writing the code at one place means you are writing within the notepad and executing at the other place. Where you are executing? In the command prompt. But to write and execute, to write and execute at the same place. But to write and execute at the same place, we have IDLE, Integrated Development Learning Environment. We have IDLE, which comes along with Python installation, which comes along with Python installation, using which we can write and execute. We can write and execute at the same place. At the same place. We have IDLE, which comes along with Python installation, using which we can write and execute at the same place. Okay. Now, I'll show you how to open this IDLE and how to write the code and how to execute the code there itself. So this is the same code I'll take. Now, at the bottom search panel, type IDLE. IDLE. Can you see? You will get IDLE Python 3.12. Open it. IDLE you type. Can you see? This Python 3.12 Python shell got opened. If you want to work with interactive mode, you can work with this. But I want batch mode. File, new file. File, new file. Paste it. 1020. X plus y, x minus y, x into y, x by y, right? Run module. Okay, save it first. First, we need to save it, right? File, save within the C drive, Python 8 AM batch. Within that, I'm saying like sample2 dot py dot py. Save it. Now say run module. 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20, 10 by 20. 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20, 10 by 20. You can write here itself, we can run here itself. Writing the code here itself and run option, run module, execute here itself. This working with IDLE. Yes, in the tomorrow class, I'll be discussing about data types and variables. Internally, what happens when we define some variables, how to print its address, how to print its value, how to print its type. Different cases I'll be discussing. So today my discussion was on this Python software foundation, Python versions, Python installation, Python execution modes, different editors, different IDs, developing the first Python application within a editor. Later, I'll be showing you how to run the code within this IDEs, how to download, how to install an IDE, right? Different IDEs supported by Python, right? Yes. Tomorrow also everyone can attend the session. Tomorrow also everyone can attend the session, same time, 8 o'clock using the same link to see more discussion on this. Tomorrow I'll be going technically, some programming, right? Yes. You can see in the chart, the course content details are provided. In brief, in depth, we'll be discussing about this Python core and advanced and also like Python full stack. Along with this Python core and advanced, people who go for full stack. So you'll be provided with the other things, right? Along with the Django framework. The Django is the important framework of Python. Along with that, you'll be given knowledge on this UI technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and also like another framework like Flask framework, right? These things will be discussed. So the duration of this Python will be 70 hours, and this duration of full stack also 70 hours, totally 140 hours, right? 4 months duration. The fees for this Python is 6,000, that is core in advanced, and for the entire full stack it is 12. Any other queries, right? As part of today's session, right?
Yeah, hi. My name is Kishore.
Yes.
It's regarding the timings. So every day, like 1 hour only, right? Session
Yes.
or 2 hours it will take.
No, no, no.
1 hour.
1 hour only. And the timing also I said in that yesterday session, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it will
I
be.
missed yesterday's session. Actually, sorry for that saying. I joined 40 minutes late.
Mm.
Around like 80:40. That time I joined. Due
So,
to unplanned.
so first 1 week that I will be starting at 8 o'clock,
Okay.
but later after that it will be at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
7 a.m. So the batch will start at 7 a.m. after 1 week, up to the end of.
okay.
It's for initially 1 week to 10 days, it will be at 8 a.m. It starts at 8 a.m., but later it will be at 7 a.m., right? 7 to 8.
Okay. And regarding the materials, actually, the course material, how it will be. Will it go as a soft? copy or hard copy will
Uh,
receive?
topic to topic, right? Every alternate days you'll be getting the soft copy of the class notes to your mail IDs.
Okay. Can't possible to take a hard copy like book, right?
No.
At
Previously,
least.
no. Previously, they used to provide, but even for offline people also, they are not providing it.
Okay.
So you'll be getting the recorded video of each and every session. You'll
Okay.
be getting the soft copy of the notes, assignments and tasks, and a WhatsApp group it will be created. And 300 plus code examples will be discussed. Nearly 15 to 20 applications development you will see in that full stack.
Okay. Yeah.
So, sir, for the data engineering, whatever the advanced topics is there, so how the time will be there for it?
See here, okay, for data engineering, right? The basic Python and also the concept of modules is mostly important, right? How to work with modules. Right.
Yes.
So either data engineering or data science, the prerequisite is Python. So total implementation goes in Python, right? So you need to have some command in this Python, right?
Yeah, that I got that point. But after that, whatever the uh, after basic things, whatever required for the data engineering side in the
Mm,
advanced thing,
mm.
I'm talking about that because you are going to do the Python in advance for the web development as well as for the for the data
Yeah.
engineering side as well.
See,
So
okay.
for the both, it is not possible at one time, right?
So one second, one second. So here Python core and advanced. So here there are two categories of people. So Python core and advanced will be updated by two category of people. So this core and advanced both they'll be updating. First category of people, their career won't be in Python. They'll be coming from
Yes.
data science environment, total implementation, data engineering, right? Like PySpark, Spark with Python, and the people from different like DevOps environment, writing automation scripts using Python, IoT, writing automation scripts using Python, robotics. In this way, different high-end technologies they are using Python today. So they'll be updating. They'll learn this Python core in advanced, and this they'll go for this data science, data engineering, and these things, right? So here their the career won't be in Python. Their career will be in data science, data engineering, DevOps, IoT, and robotics. And people who wants to have a career in Python after updating this core and advanced, right? They
Okay. Okay.
they need to go with frameworks of Python. Frameworks. Django framework is one framework of Python.
Okay.
Flask,
So the core and
Flask,
advance is common for both.
yes, Flask
Oh,
framework. And also like they need to have the knowledge of UI technologies, these things, right? Especially Django framework is the mostly used framework. Means after updating Python, compulsory if you want to have a career in Python, those people compulsory need to update with this Django, especially Django framework. For that, you need
no,
to have the
I
knowledge.
thought that advanced part will be different for both, but it
No,
is common, so not an issue
no,
for
it's common,
the
right?
groups of
So
classes. Yes,
look at
got it.
these things they'll be updated. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. One point I wish to ask. So it's regarding the attending. So completely like purely it is online only, right? There is
It's
no
online,
offline.
online only, no offline.
Okay.
So all the sessions will be interactive sessions. Any query immediately you can ask through voice or you can type in the chat. So from tomorrow we'll be seeing that interactive sessions, right? By going to the programming part. Right.
Okay. Noted.
Okay. So if I'm done with the queries, I'm signing off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time at 8 o'clock using the same link, right? Bye.
Yeah. Thank you.